Hey! Greetings and salutations to you people of the interwebs. So today we're going to be taking a look at this guy. This is Transformers Studio Series Sludge. Big screen inspired scale, detailed backdrop. It's got with it. The Mockery of Justice. We've had the Mockery of Justice before. We're getting in there. So this is the first one I've had where it's come in the closed box with just the artwork, and that's some cool artwork there of Sludge in dinosaur mode, and we've got some product shots at the back. So, normally, what I am going to be doing is I'm going to be opening this up and giving you some first impressions. And normally I've had time to, at least do a tiny bit of preparation, because, you can look through the window display and I can generally get a good gauge of what the figure looks like just looking through the window display. Here I'm going in blind. I don't even know what mode we're going to be starting off in. Wow, so that's a danger. But as soon as I buy everything online, I am not that bothered about the... Obviously, reduction in the throwaway plastic, I think, is important. So, yeah, getting rid of the window display, it's... I can see why it's been done, and I support that, but I do think there's probably research into other non-plastic materials that will give a window box display. You can use cellulose and stuff like that. It could be researched and get into, but let's not get into that. Let's get into the toy, and we're going in blind. Is in robot mode. Right, that's the first thing you get out. So here is Sludge. You get to see him first. Feels like he's got a nice heft to him, and then separate from that is the Mockery of Justice cardboard display, and I could just throw that straight into the recycling. I don't need to bother about having to rip the plastic bit off to get in there. So the first thing I noticed pulling that out is there's one of these little bits of little paper baggie that doesn't have a 10-penny mix of sweets in it. It has Sludge's blaster, grenade thrower, whatever it is. Looks nice. Black plastic, gold. Space for an effects part at the end. There we go. And so we've got some twisty ties here, now made of this cardboard-like material, or paper material. So I'm going to cut all these away so we can get our boy Sludge out of the box. There's the dinosaur head. There's everything else removed. Let's see. Just one handcuff on him. We have Sludge out of the package. So this I'm going to risk putting it on this way. That clips in or slides across. slid it, pegs in there. That looks like that is right. That's pretty much, I think, transformed correctly in robot mode. I don't need to do anything else to him. I'll give it the old shaky test. Yeah, his legs seem a little loose from the box, but let's hope that's on a ratchet there. I don't know if it's an actual ratchet or just a that holds up. Oh, holds up. A little bit of a drop down, but I'll even shake it. So, you know, not too bad. I've been hearing some nightmares about the QC on this guy, but yeah, it's got a really cool sludge head sculpt. Like, you know, they do well with the head sculpts. Yeah, like big and impressive as the others. It does feel like maybe the legs could stand to be a little bit tighter, but it's not like it's not a disaster. First things I'm noticing here, it's nice to have a big elbow bend, but that is some serious gappage there. It's only got like a little thin strand that connects them. So you could have done with a little bit more plastic there. But yeah, he's got a bicep swivel. Arms go out. Let's see if we can't remove his wings. That would be nice. Wouldn't it be nice to get a copyright claim singing the Beach Boys in your video? I probably can't sing that well enough. Yeah, just having a look to see if there's a nice place for these, because in the cartoon and the comic books, everything have made these bits of kibble that was on the original toys so integral to the actual silhouette of the Dinobots. It's kind of like behooves them to actually think of an intelligent way to get rid of them, like with Grimlock, and I'd say it's mostly the biggest culprits are Grimlock, Slug, and Sludge. Snarl's tails work remarkably well because they're part of his regalia, but these big old chunks of dinosaur shell have just become so ingrained with the actual character design of the Dinobots that you forgive them. Whereas if you released like a new character who wasn't part of the Dinobot team, because if you release a new person in the Dinobot team and they had something like that, you go, well, they're just fitting in with the Dinobot team. But a new kind of like any kind of you get where you see a lot with Beast Wars toys and stuff like that, and you go, oh god, that's a bit of, got a big bit of shell there, but Dinobots get away with it because it's just so integral to their design. Nice knee bend. Just the reds and everything. Oh, what sign looks lovely. It's getting to the stage now where it's kind of, what more can you say about Dinobots? Well, it's lovely. He's a lovely sludge. I like his big dumb face. He can move around on a joint. He can hold his gun probably. Let's hope he can do that. He can hold his gun. He doesn't have a sword. Thank you, Hasbro. Comparisons. Here he is with, wow, proper dwarfs. Transformers Wolfenstein Kingdom Earth mode. Maybe Earthrise. No, it was in Kingdom because he came with Skywarp, Beast Wars Skywarp. So, Sideswipe. If you want to scale with a Marvel Legends figure, here he is with the hood, Sans hood, and with your classic G.I. Joe scale. Raptor, not to be confused with a dinosaur, but a bird, the best accountant of Cobra, and as everyone's always wants it to see, Fisto's Fisto. It is the Baristo with the most, our favourite craft brewer, Fisto, scaled with Sludge. So, who knows? Maybe Master Universe figures characters could be that big compared to Transformers if they only did a crossover. Why the hell not? And of course, I want to see him with another Dinobot. This is how he scales with Slug. Who I think, for my liking, I think Sludge comes off a lot better proportionately. It's the size of the arms. That's mainly what does it. Slug has got these really wide shoulders, and then his arms are just so small compared to the rest of him. And I think that really kind of just dampens his silhouette. It just does something about his proportions and kind of does something. Whereas Sludge's chest isn't too wide, and he's got these big, powerful arms and big, powerful earthquake-making legs. Yeah, hell yes. So he is a transformer, and we will try and transform him. What can you say? What can we do? Right, so that opens up straight off. Shame this doesn't. Does this flip open? No, it's screwed on. It felt for a second then. I got a nail under it. It felt like it was going to open, but then I realised it was on. I saw the screw here and I was like, no, stop pulling any further, Richard. And that's on a little spin as well. Oh, we might be going for something quite innovative for a Dinobot transformation here. They might not be sticking to the old simple moves. The head tucks in there. Yeah, we're going away from the usual script. Don't snap his neck off. It's alright. It's on this slider thing that we had to assemble from the box. So that goes in there. There's 2 tabs there and 2 holes there, so these will, in theory, tally up to each other. Like so. It might not be the time to do that, but there we go. He's got some dinosaur legs here in his back, so they're going to need to come out some way. So let's see. Let's just bend all that out of the way for a second while we spin this round, I think. Yeah, we're definitely out of the usual playbook for Dinobots. So we'll spin that waist round And this should come down here. Pull these up. Pull these legs round. And then probably so we have something going on. So all this back here is going to have to try and do something impressive. Unlike Slug and Grimlock, Sludge does not come with a little shitty guy. There's no wheelie here, there's no Daniel. It's just all Dinobots. Let's see. We have to find how these go. I don't miss them, you know, I don't miss those guys. I think by and large they were just like, hey, here's something to bump up your price point for you. Or at least, you know, try and, I'd say, justify the leader scale, whereas I think Grimlock and Slug have pretty much justified the leader scale anyway, so I didn't particularly need an extra bit of plastic that I don't know where they are. To justify me spending the money on them. Let's see, does this go into this? I'll try and put this into this cavity here, but I feel like once there's two of them, they won't both want to go. I suppose there's only one way to find out, isn't there? Have here. So all this is going to kind of fold up here, there. Let's see, is there a thing to something that comes out so I can fold these fists away. There's a screw there. It's all closed, so I think you just spin them and fold them away. Spin and fold away. I need a spodger to get those back out. Oh, you can get them back out. Right, so I don't think these fold down there because there's a groove on the back. There's a groove on the back of them that corresponds to a part here that I think we'll probably need to plug into. Yeah, I've reached that stage where we're so near, get so far, something will just click in, and then hopefully everything will start lining up. I think with that, touch wood, we are getting there. You know, if you've seen one of my videos before, or you're a regular viewer, you'll know this isn't meant as a tutorial for people at home. This is more of a watching a grown man who has, like many of you, grown up with Transformers and try to transform them straight out of the box without looking at the instructions. And the review of the transformation as such is more a review of frustration that may or may not appear on my face. I'm frustrated now. Yeah. Transform it. Yeah, so that was actually quite fun now we've got it all together, because like I was saying at the start of this review, there's only so many things you can say about a Dinobot. I love the Dinobots. They're one of the things that have endured my interest in Transformers is these goofy guys. And so getting them officially at leader scale, this is a real treat. It really is. He's got a nice solid heft to him. That Diplodocus head sculpt. His mouth opens. There is a little barrel of a something little gun in there to blast out, so you can put blast effects in there. These shout little lightning things. Got a nice little rotation there at the deck, and so your head can look up quite a bit down there, but then you've also got this other joint here at the neck. These some ridiculous positions. There's no, would have been nice to have another cut here. I can see where the actual bend is and the engineering for that joint, so if there was another cut it'd have to be up here, which is too close to that one to be actually of any use. Or, you know, some kind of, you could sway it here and here without unplugging the transformation there. But yeah, not much going on for articulation at the feet. It does have a little swivel, but there's no, there's a little bend there, but there's no tilt. And these are his arms, but without the hands. So, yeah. See, I do like that they've got this carried on this little gold bit here, which on the original toy was the gold from the toes that have ended up here, which have kind of just now become just a pair of golden dino bollocks, I presume. And we can weapon him up and stick that there. So here he is with his boss, Grimlock. Yeah. Like I say, getting attacked by a spider. Getting these guys as an official leader class release is something I've wanted for, well, whenever they've been doing leader class figures, really. I've always wanted a nice modern full set of official Dinobots from Hasbro. It's not deluxe class, not combining. Here we have them. Start them. 3 down, 2 to go. Hopefully, my hope would be, as if we get a Snarl as a leader class in the Legacy line, feels a bit silly taking a slot in the Studio Series 86 for the amount of time he was actually in that movie. Just the odd frame. He was in the trailer for the movie more than he was in the actual movie. And then return to Studio Series for Swoop. Now, I know Swoop's not as big and hefty as the other Dinobots, and we're talking about how they put in the little minifigures to bump up the price point. I think with Swoop, bump up the price point by putting all the swords in there with him. Have Swoop as that final triumph of, yes, we've completed the Dinobots. Here's some extra Dinobot accessories you want. That's, if you're watching Hasbro, that's what I'm thinking. Anyone else, thank you for joining me on my little exploration of Transformers Studio Series Sludge. I had been hearing some things about some nightmarish QC, whereas the legs are a little bit loose. Nothing like as horrific as what I've been hearing. So I am quite pleased, relieved, and yeah, I'm just so happy to be 3 leader class Dinobots in. It's brilliant. It's beautiful, and I hope you've enjoyed it too. Like I say, like, comment, subscribe. You know, the usual stuff people say on YouTube videos. But what I hope is unique to me is that feeling that we're going to reach out across the screens and hopefully touch you a little bit with a good old fist bump. You ready? Fisto! Fisto!